a random chance encounter with a fellow. I'm just sat at my spot doing my thing at the go-go karting, just doing a little drawing, and a fella comes up and asks me for a cigarette. We get talking and he goes off, and the standout thing I was saying to my mate, I wish I photographed the fact that he had a jug with a fork, but he's come back and says, "Oh, I know who you are, you're Adam, ain't you?" So this guy right here, you might not recognise him. That is Tim, the pesky hobo.
The guy from the police station.
Yeah, there was a 4 or 5 part series, and it went mammoth on the internet. I think we hit 4 million views. People were messaging me your name. I know that guy. I used to go to school with him. He used to have like mad green hair and be like a rave dude.
Well,
yeah, I looked you up, like, just, you know.
Holland.
And someone had said this to me before. We need to get the follow up. But yeah, how you been, Tim?
Surviving, mate.
You've been in Liverpool, you said.
Lincoln to Liverpool, maybe Brighton, maybe London. I work all over the place, so just surviving as people do. Right, living in a tent, which is pretty good.
Just a free life.
Yeah.
Do you know, if you could do it across Europe, that'd be like an enviable life. But just
I've done it. I've done Europe.
Yeah.
Pretty mundane. France was good.
Yeah.
Holland was okay. Poland was interesting. Ukraine was even more interesting.
Where you headed?
Find somewhere to live. That's my mission. Find somewhere to live. So last until tomorrow. Crack some food on tomorrow. Basically, look for work.
Yeah.
City council. Look for somewhere to live. Do what homeless people do.
What's the homeless scene like in Lincoln?
Pretty homeless.
Pretty homeless. One way to
homeless.
sum it up.
I see your tags all over the place though. I've stayed many places that your tags are, so
yeah.
Pretty famous name.
If you can paint there, I guess maybe you can sleep there sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, good to see you, Tim. I hope you well. You are looking well. As I'd sent this photo over to my cousin, and he said, "Oh, the dude looks sharp. You didn't have the beard last time, did you?"
No.
And you got the hat on.
No, the beard's been
That's
grown
what
for
it
time.
was. That's why I didn't
Beard's been
recognise
grown
you.
for time. Missed the green hair. Missed my braids, but that's like 10 years ago. So, yeah.
What of the olden days, Tim?
The olden days.
Yeah, so you used to be a bit of a raver.
A lot of friends. I knew a lot of people, but we all move on. We all get old. So we all just survive, don't we?
What was your name? You had a Twitter account or something?
Forklifter.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
forklift driver.
telehandler.
Yeah, telehandler.
Yeah. Is that the kind of work you want to get back into?
Been back into it.
Yeah.
What I've been doing the past couple of weeks.
Good money.
Good money for a short time. So it's good money because there's no security. Like you drive forklifts for a couple of weeks, like 3 weeks a month, and then realistically you're back out of work. So we just contract city to city, place to place, person to person. Try and keep things together.
So for the audience, I'll repeat the conversation we had just off camera as you come back up. So Tim is the guy from the Pesky Hobo videos, in which basically I was painting on his settlement. He's popped over the top of the fence, and I didn't like the way he approached me. And maybe if he'd have just come in a bit smoother at the start, we'd have had a good conversation or whatever. But at that time, I was persistent. I'd had a couple of the beers. I wanted to get my painting done. He weren't happy about it, so he rings in the Federales. They come down. In the end, I had a £50 fine. I did have an arrest off it, but we had this mammoth saga of videos, which in total has done over 6 million.
So I'll tell you what, and I'll put this on video now. Yeah, I'm not happy that you got a fine, right? So the reason I did that is because I get blamed for any damages to the property whilst I'm there. So if other people damage the property, it falls off my back.
Yeah, understood.
So the guy that came 2 weeks later and smashed up my place because he wasn't happy about your arrest.
That's Rick Hammer, bless him.
I'll go get 50 quid out the cash machine now and I'll give it to you, and that covers your fine, and then technically we're level then, right? Yeah?
No, don't worry about that, man. We've got the video off it, so we're even off that.
I'll worry about everything, man. I'm a forklift driver. It's my job to worry.
We're evens, bro, we're evens. We ain't trying to fucking make amends like that. There's no hostilities.
I'm back in town now, so I'm going to be about for about a month.
Yeah.
So if you can tag after a month, that'd be fucking great.
I've actually got a ASBO order against me, so I can't paint in the city of Lincoln for 1 year, and then I'm allowed to after. But only Lincoln. So what that told me is, right, you've done enough up here. Fuck off, do it somewhere else.
As a person, Craig once said to me, "Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? Anybody could paint your tags, right?"
Yeah, but just for the sake of this video discussion, of course.
Depends on where you paint and how good your paint is, and where you're painting, whether the people like it or not. I suppose that's where it causes problems, isn't it? You know where you should go? My personal opinion, right? You should go to Holland, because there's some mad graffiti artists in Holland, and they literally paint places for a living. And some of the graffiti over there is pretty good. Like it's a pretty strict place,
Yeah.
But you should try it over there.
If you do it in the right place, you're fine. I had the police roll past me in a few foreign countries. And
You travelled?
Yeah, only since COVID stopped, and then I started going places again. But I've done 7 countries in the last 2 years. So I ain't been nowhere this year. I think I actually do want to go to Amsterdam. I've never been, so it's
Never
more
been
of
to
a
Amsterdam?
graffiti trip. More of a graffiti trip, though.
That's a crime.
For someone who claims to be a smoker such as I am, yeah, it is a crime.
It'll cost you 70 quid to get the ferry over. 70 quid, you can live anywhere over there. I highly recommend it. Amsterdam's a brilliant place. I've worked over there, I've lived over there.
There's people you can make money off recycling over there, can't you? Did you ever do that?
Make money off recycling anywhere, realistically. It just depends on where the place is, like how well you know the environment.
Can you get money for scrap cans here in the UK then? In Canada or whatever, they've got programs set up where you can go and trade in a can and you get 15-20 cents. Obviously Canadian, it's not so much, so probably about 10 pence a can, 7 pence or something.
In the UK it's probably between 2 and 5p. 2 and 5p for an aluminium can.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you collect like 500 to 1,000 cans, it might be worth it, but you've got to crush them down. So find yourself a way of crushing them down, collect a lot. Once you've collected a lot, you should be good.
But thanks for joining me, Tim.
Pleasure, Adam. Glad to clear the air.